Today I'm going to be showing you how to remove harsh frequencies from any vocal using a simple multiband compressor. This is something that you'll find especially necessary if you're working on a track and you've got vocals and the harsh S sounds are very piercing in your ear, and you want a very easy solution to go and remove them. Now, I'm not a singer, I'm just going to do this on a line of me just talking normally, but the same exact practice does apply to any singing vocal, anything like that. If this helps you out, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more, but let's go ahead and jump straight into it here. So the very first thing, we do have our empty project here. I'm going to put on my microphone, so I'm coming through FL, and I'm just going to record a quick little sample, and this is going to be what we add the effects to. So right now we do have our recording going. Gonna try to make a lot of S sounds like that, anything that would be harsh, so that way when we go and demo later, this will be very easy to hear the effect of and see how we do go about reducing those frequencies. So just going for a few more seconds here so you could really hear that as we go and do that later. And we now have stopped the recording. So we could turn off the microphone input and tie that back to the master so it does have sound. Now, if I were to hit play on this right now, obviously it's going to be that same thing I just recorded untouched, so So right now we do have like that. That's what it sounds like. That was just my recording. But we're going to go ahead and try to highlight a problem area and then in real time go and fix it. So this bit right here where I say like reducing those frequencies, I think that is a good example. I purposely, made it a little more intense and loud so that way it would be easier to demo. But that's going to be kind of what we listen to because I think that's our problem area. As I say, we're going to fix this using a multiband compressor. FL Studio has one built in that you could use for free. I'm personally going to use ProMB, this is one I paid for, but don't worry if you don't have this because it's very easy to follow along in anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to that area again quickly, just once or twice, reducing, and you see there was a little spike right here. Pay attention to specifically this area, reducing those frequencies. See, you could kind of visualize where that S is, and we could solo that area. You see, when it says like the sing part of reducing, you could see this is the area where that does exist. Now, this region on the frequency spectrum will vary depending on your voice. So for me, it's about here. And what you're actually going to do is you're going to use this compressor to basically duck that area specifically when that happens. So on its default settings, it will actually do that to a degree. So like we can go more. And obviously we'll listen to more of it just so that way it's not repetitive as we just work on it. That's a good one. You see, like, especially when I'm saying, like, anything S, this is reacting more than when it's something where that area is not really a problem. So you could overdo it, and then obviously you want to make up the gain. But, like, listen to this here. So just going for a few more seconds. If this was a problem, like, I know, for example, my microphone is fine. It doesn't really have an issue with this. So, like, just a straight-up raw recording, this isn't loud, and it's not really annoying. But other people's microphones might be really harsh in that area. For example, let's crank this a bit. So just going for a few more seconds here so you could really hear that as we go in. If my microphone sounded like that, this would be a super necessary thing to go and do. But it doesn't, so it's not too big of a problem. Plus, especially the voice that you hear on the video itself that's running through OBS, I have my own like de-essers built in that kind of handle this in real time, but this is a way to do it if you don't have that set up. It's really just a matter of changing the range to basically control how strong that's going to be, and just mess with threshold until you get something that reduces those S sounds so they're not too present, but also doesn't make you lispy. That's something that'll happen if you push this too hard. You'll get kind of like that lisp type tone. You don't want that either. So you want to just not overdo this, because I can demonstrate that as well if I like turn this down a bit. So just going for a few more seconds here. That's like a very extreme example, but something like that can happen if you're not careful. That's all you got to do though. You just got to find the specific, frequency range right here and make a band in your multiband compressor and just go ahead and reduce that a bit when those tricky sibilances are coming in. And hopefully this does help you out. Bit of a short video, but it's a very simple process. Just wanted to explain. That's how you make vocals sound a lot better. There are other tools that you could use like Soothe to kind of do this in a better way. But of course, this is something that even though I'm using a paid plugin, you could follow along with for completely free if you wanted to. Don't forget to drop a like if this did help you out, and subscribe for future videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.